Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. So I just want to address something that's been happening on my channel the last couple of months, but I've sort of let it be because it's not really affected me too much and I've not really been bothered by it. But lately it really has bothered me and I really have been frustrated, and it's got us up here because of it, because I don't understand why people do it. And it's to do with the ratings on videos that I produce. Now, I've noticed lately that people have been liking the videos, but all of a sudden they've unhighlighted the video and they've either disliked it, which is fine. You're well within your means to do that. But then I've seen people in videos where I've just had likes and no dislikes, where they've liked the video and then they've just unhighlighted the video and that's it. Like, what I don't understand is why do it in the first place? And yes, I know it doesn't really affect those bigger YouTubers because you get the views, you've got the subscriber base, you get the interaction, and you're pulling, the ratings. Unlike a smaller YouTuber, you get very less ratings, you get less views. Well, that all depends on what your title is, of course, which could get you more views, which then would lead into more subscribers, etc. And I understand, like, the content that I produce, it's not always fantastic, and I'm not perfect, but who is perfect? Do you know what I mean? Answers that question. And when I do YouTube, I've been doing this channel for 2.75 years. I started in April 2017 and I've really enjoyed it. But then, I look at the content that I'm producing. I can only do the best with what I've got in terms of, the resources. If I haven't got the resources, I simply can't do it. But then again, at the same time, I work and I find it hard to spend a lot of time editing videos, but I always do, 9 times out of 10 on this channel. I wouldn't say I'm frequent as much as I used to, but I do believe that I do produce content on time in terms of, Newcastle United fixtures, previews, reviews. I try and get quick thoughts in there. Yes, I know the channel's been dead this season because I boycotted home games, and I would have gained more subscribers and I would have gained a bit more of a base with views and comments and more ratings. But obviously I've boycotted because of what happened to Rafa. I'll be back next season, but I've noticed the last couple of months that people have not been true to themselves. They've spent 2 seconds of the time liking a video, then unhighlighting it, instead of just being true to themselves and disliking it. If you don't like what I do, right, dislike the video, because that means I get more traffic, and when I get more traffic, it means I get more interaction, more views lead to more subscribers. And of course, yes, I'm not as big as other YouTubers. I'm not there to compete with anybody. I'm there to compete with myself, and that's all I ever have done. And I produce content to the best of my ability to, please the Newcastle fans or any football fan in general who likes what I do. And, when I get nice comments, I appreciate it because I do get in touch with everybody, and that is proof. If you look at all the videos that I've ever produced, I've always, spent some time to interact with my subscriber base. But I don't have time for people who just take advantage in a way where they're taking the piss and they're not being true to themselves, and they're wasting 2 seconds of their life to highlight a video, big us up, then to try and put us down. And that's exactly what they're doing. And I know most videos, I'm not expecting loads of likes. I do say in every video, please like the video, but you're not obliged to. I always say please subscribe, you're not obliged to. I say hit the notification bell to be notified on videos, you're not obliged to. And you're not obliged to, put comments down below, but that's up to you. But you're obliged to dislike if you don't like it. I'd rather you be true to yourself. And if you don't like what I do, right, dislike the video and go elsewhere. Don't be part of the channel. Bypass the channel if you want to, because at the end of the day, subscribers are great. But, I respect the people who are part of the channel for the right reasons. I want people to be part of this channel for the right reasons. Yes, I know the content is probably not as entertaining as what other channels are, and I totally get that. And I've, been true to myself to say that, yes, they haven't been fantastic this season. And yes, I could do better. I always want to get better. We always want to, move forward in life. And that's what I want to do. But, like, what can I do when I'm boycotting the season, I try and get people on the channel, whether that be previews, reviews, whether that be people, from the stadium when I've done match day vlogs. Just look at all of the people I've had on the channel, right? They might not be to your taste, which is fine. You're not going to like everybody. But I do encourage people to be part of the channel. Never will I discard anybody of any age, any background, whatever, because you're more than welcome on this channel. as long as you support Newcastle or you're a football fan and you have an interest in the sport and you want to give your opinion. It's not just about my opinion, but it's about yours. But I just see people lately, right, going around hitting likes on people's videos, and then all of a sudden, actually, no, I don't like it. Like, why would you waste your time? If it was me, if I liked somebody's video, 9 times out of 10 I would put a comment. But if I didn't, it's either because I've forgotten, or the comments are being switched off, or it's not being within reason to say anything. But if I didn't like somebody's video, never would I dislike, and never would go down and put a negative comment on, because I know it's not easy to produce content. And that goes for the smaller YouTubers, it goes for the bigger YouTubers, because YouTube, it is tiring. And when I produce content, I will not lie to you, it is tiring. When I'm doing that Burnley preview, that takes a lot of time. I know to some YouTubers that will take next to no time. We're all skilled in our own different ways, we're all talented in our own different ways, etc., right? But at the end of the day, doing YouTube is not easy. And all I ask for is just a bit of respect. If you like what I do, please like the video. What I'm basically trying to say is I'm not fishing for likes, but I would like to see more likes. I'd like to see more people rating the videos. I'd like to see more comments. I'd like to see more subscribers. But at the end of the day, that's only there through effort. And I do believe in my own self that I am putting effort into what I do. I'd love to get better. I'd love to produce the best content, but you can only work with what you've got. And I can only apologise if the content's not to your liking or your standard. But at the end of the day, there's other YouTubers out there who you can watch. I'd love to keep you on board, but if you don't want to be part of the channel, then I can't stop you from being on. People can subscribe and unsub, that's fine. At the end of the day, I won't lose sleep over it. But what really, really annoys us is, I know it's only a small thing, but people highlighting the video saying they like it, but then they don't like it. And then it's a case of, like, when I say don't like, I'm not saying dislike, it's more the fact, like, you've highlighted the video, you've liked what I've done, you've gave us that encouragement, but then when I look back and think, actually, that like's now gone, why is that? Do you know what I mean? It might be on YouTube's part, but I doubt it. It's majority of the time it's on people's part, because they simply can't be bothered. And like I say, I understand there's people out there who, because they're a bigger YouTuber, they're not bothered by this, but it does bother me, because, like, we all want to move forward. And I've always said I'd rather those trolls comment on my videos so I can actually get rid of them. Hit the delete button, hit the block button, because I prefer that. But at the end of the day, there's people out there who don't like it. There's people out there who won't like what you do. But at the end of the day, I'm true to myself. I'm controversial, I'm not going to lie. People might not like us, but at the end of the day, it's all about being true to yourself, respecting yourself. And there's people who do respect us, and I get that. There's people who say hello to us, and I'll always say hello back, and that's the way it is. But, like, never am I not approachable. But I just, it really bugs us when I try and put effort into what I do and people just don't, have the time of day to respect what I do and give the ratings that the video probably deserves. And yeah, sorry to go on like this, but this has been going on for a long time now, and I wanted to address something which was quite personal to me. And the videos that I do, yeah, it's one of them. But always, I've said on the channel, how would you like the channel to be? What would you like to see next season? I'm always looking for ways to improve, don't get us wrong. And there's been times where I've wanted to give up YouTube, and I'm not saying that for attention or anything like that, because I don't need attention, I've got myself, and I've got others around us. But the point is, I've wanted to give up because people don't seem to respect what I do, or I'm becoming a target. I don't know what it is, but, like, it's really tiring. I shouldn't be doing this video, but I'm doing it because I want to be true with my subscribers. I want to be true to those who follow me on social media. And I want to know, to the smaller YouTubers, my question is to you, does this happen to you? Do you check? And the only reason I know, right, is because I check my analytics and I check all my video views to see how the video is doing. I always look to improve, but when I see people liking it and then unhighlighting it, it really bugs us, because at the end of the day, why do it in the first place? Anyway, rant over. Like I'll say, and I'll say it again, if you want to do it, please subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to sub, you don't have to. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of any videos. You don't have to. If you want to like the video, please like it. You don't have to. You don't even have to rate the video. If you dislike the video, you're obliged to do that. And if you want to put your comments down below of any encouragement or anything like that, then you're obliged to do that as well. So yeah, that's just been my thoughts on the whole situation. And if it's going to give others, if smaller YouTubers, encouragement to come out and say something and let the trolls know that that's not acceptable, then so be it, I'll say it. And at the end of the day, this is a 10-minute video of nothing really, because it shouldn't be happening. But anyway, it's done. I'll catch us all later.